Hello everyone, Taman-san. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is PP Club. Uh, how are you doing?
Okay.
I'm doing good. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask. Let's continue. I'm gonna ask the question. Um, what
Yes.
would you do? Question. Not what would you. What would you do? Question maybe. For example, like you have a leader in any organization. If
Yes.
you belong to any groups, you always have a leader. Like
Yes.
uh, in school, you have a teacher or a principal, and if you are in the company, you have a president or manager, and you have even country, you have a president. There's
Yes.
always a leader anywhere you belong to, and mm, and then now is a question: do you think people need to have a leader of this earth?
Oh. Oh, interesting question.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
leader of
I
this
think.
earth.
I think. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So because leaders will help us identify or understand our purpose in life,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you have said a while ago that human human nature has greed. It's human nature actually to be greedy because I'm gonna share a quotation. So there is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. Oh, are you familiar with that? So
Okay,
let
could
me
you
start.
type it? Mm-hmm.
There is a sufficiency
Sufficiency.
in the world
Mm.
for man's need, but not for man's greed. For man's greed. That's why we need leadership to be able to have guidance. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm.
So they're gonna make ourselves or our life better by choosing the right choices for us
Mm.
without, and also for organization of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are actually different elements of oh, I'm gonna introduce another term. So there are elements of the state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is the people or the population. Then the second one is the government, which are the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, the territory, which is the land.
Mm-hmm.
So in this situation you are talking about why do we need the government, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, because we need leaders
Yeah.
to be organized.
Yeah.
Especially there would be
Uh-huh.
chaos if people would be disorganized.
Yeah. Because the people are selfish, right?
Yes, that's
Mm.
why we need the laws.
Yeah, laws, right?
Because
Uh-huh.
yes, because people have
Yeah.
rights like right to live,
Mm.
right to security. For
Yeah,
example,
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
secured
Mm-hmm.
in their
Mm.
houses.
Yeah.
Some people rob other houses,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if
Uh-huh.
some people steal from the people,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, some people are very
Mm.
greedy. That's why I think it
Uh-huh.
would be nice if there would be a law that can constrict
Uh-huh.
their
Uh-huh.
movements to protect
Uh-huh.
every person's welfare. So we are talking
But
about the welfare here.
the leader is upon the law, right?
Yes,
And then the problem is how to choose the
yes,
right. Yeah, it's a powerful, right? Most powerful person in the world.
yes. That's why I think it's actually hard because it depends on every country, right? Especially right now in the pandemic, you can actually see the differences in the leadership, right?
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Uh huh.
that's that's why we can identify who are the good leaders and who are the bad leaders based on the result.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna give an example. So Oh, I'm not gonna mention a country, but there is a country where in this pandemic, people have become more disorganized.
Ah,
Yes, and that is an example of bad leadership. That's why it's important to have the type of the type of the government. For example, in Philippines, we have the democracy,
mm-hmm.
where people have the power
Yeah.
to elect a person, and they
Uh-huh.
also have the power to remove that person.
Oh, yeah.
That's that
Uh-huh.
is why
Uh-huh.
it's nice to have democracy. Okay, so have I answered your question?
Yeah, democracy, right? But maybe, okay, well, how would you choose one, right?
Oh, yes.
Maybe
Oh,
majority?
if I'm going to
Mm.
have the power to choose?
Yeah, how would you choose? Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, how would you choose the one who is responsible for this earth, the leader of
Oh,
this earth? Mm.
I think I would want to choose a leader who has good qualities.
Yeah, of
Um,
course, but the quality, right? It depends on the person. The quality is also
yes,
different. Yeah. Mm.
yes, I think it depends on. That's why I think, as what you have said on our past lessons, politicians are very weird, or
Yeah, yeah.
they are liars. So
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry for the term, but yeah, because I think people can act like they are something that they're not,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's actually just, I think it's just based on the influence of people.
Mm-hmm.
So the more influence, the more likely you'll be a leader,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Mm.
Yes. So if you're an influential person, you can gain many votes and be the leader, even if you're not.
But
Oh,
okay.
it depends.
Anyway, you agreed with having the leader of the earth, right? You
Yes.
agreed. And but maybe unlike the leader of the country, he no, he shouldn't show up in the people or in front of the people, right?
Oh,
Because
why?
because there are so many people try to kill him to get the
Ah,
power, right?
yes. I think it's associated with what you have said a while ago, the greed, the
Yeah.
human nature about the greed. So
Uh-huh.
it's very much related. That is why we have laws that protect our life.
Uh-huh.
That's why government is important, because people, the difference of people and animals is that we have
Mm.
free will. Are you familiar with the difference of free will and freedom?
Ah, free will and freedom. Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
So
Uh-huh.
we have the free will to kill someone, but based on our laws, we don't have the freedom to kill someone,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
right?
yeah. Uh-huh,
Oh, so
uh-huh.
can you imagine the
Yeah,
situation?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know this quote? Like a hero is someone who understands the responsibility that comes with his freedom, right?
Yes,
Responsibility always, you are chasing by responsibility.
yes. So,
And then the problem is, we have experienced that the money is gone, right? It's really hard,
oh yes.
and but we haven't experienced that Earth is gone,
Oh,
right? That's the problem, right? We always we know lots of things, but it's just a knowledge, right? But we never know
oh,
everything as an experience.
oh. We just. I think that is the importance of the knowledge, and I think knowledge is privilege.
Uh-huh, yeah, privilege.
Like, privilege, because we don't have to experience it to know it, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So it's a blessing that we are knowledgeable about the things. For example, what will happen to the environment? The Earth is
It's an
doomed
imagination, right?
to. Yes,
Uh,
just imagination, but we can use it to foresee the things, right?
uh-huh. Mm.
Okay, so what was your question again?
Okay, okay. And then yeah, yeah. I mean, uh, Yeah, if you can imagine,
Yes.
maybe you can determine the right decision. Mm. Mm.
Yes.
But if you haven't experienced, you don't know how hard it is.
That's why I think it's nice to be compassionate, right? Are
Compassionate.
you familiar with compassionate?
Compassionate.
Yes, we have to put ourselves in the
Um,
place of
mm,
those people who will actually experience something before. For example, I am a thief, right? For example, I am a thief, and as a thief, I would not be concerned about how the person I'm going to rob will feel, right?
uh-huh,
So can you imagine? So there is no compassion in that kind of situation.
mm-hmm.
So I think the world needs more compassion and kindness.
Really?
And so,
I see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe. Okay, but if the people have more compassion, what
yes.
would be the difference?
Oh, I think there would be no need to be able. Oh, I think we would feel safe in the world.
Feel safe. But
Yes,
actually, it's not a
it's
safe,
safer.
right? Nowadays.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
There is a virus, that's why it's not safe.
yeah.
Yes, and I can actually relate the compassion nowadays because are you familiar with people who go to groceries and they buy a lot of things? Like, are you familiar with the term hoarding?
Uh-huh.
They
Holding.
they
Uh-huh.
buy lots of things and supplies because there will be a lockdown. So that is a lack of compassion
Uh-huh.
because they don't even consider
Yeah, adults.
other
Uh-huh.
people,
Uh-huh.
right? So sometimes different situations drive other people to be someone of not really someone, but it's actually
Mm-hmm.
human nature to
Okay.
preserve
Anyway,
oneself.
okay, okay. Anyway,
Okay.
if you are president of the company and
Oh,
that your employees don't follow you, right? Maybe you have a right to fire them, right? That's why,
oh yes,
yeah, right. That's why even if you are in charge of the earth, right? You are the person who has responsible of the earth, right? You are the
yes.
leader of the earth. If you are a leader of the earth, you know you have a right to kill people if they don't follow you,
Oh yes,
right? Yeah, right. That's why the leader of the earth is very important. But actually, the
yes.
leader of the country is, of course, it's the same actually.
Oh, I think that's
Right.
and
Okay, but anyway, you think that we need to have a leader of the earth to protect the earth, right? Because our first priority.
and
And then, do you know the name of the Hawking, Professor Hawking?
yes,
Oh, right, you
Stephen.
know that
Is that
him.
Stephen Hawking?
And he wrote the book, right? And about the future, right? And he said, AI, artificial intelligence, will rule the world.
Yes,
Do you know that?
I also think so. Yes,
Oh,
I am very much familiar because I'm in that kind of field with artificial
oh, really?
intelligence.
Wow, you really
Yes, and
smart.
no, it's very normal, especially we have to adapt in the world. That's why it's important for us to be knowledgeable about what's going to happen in the future, right?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I also believe that artificial intelligence will ruin the world because
Ruin?
yes, for
Rule.
example,
I think rule the
ruin,
world.
rule.
Yeah, rule the world. He said rule.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was ruin.
No, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Artificial intelligence rule the world because, for example, rule, all of the rule, right, around the world, artificial
Yes.
intelligence easily, put them in his brain, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are actually movies
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
like that. Yes, because because I actually have seen a movie where you can manipulate the brain of a
Uh-huh.
person by
Oh.
inserting something. Then I think that is what Stephen Hawking wants to talk about, like the takeover of the AI.
Uh-huh.
The AI will take over the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
AI.
um, because people have individual preferences, right, for everyone,
Yes.
right? But artificial intelligence is very fair to judge people if they judge people, right?
Oh, that's a very nice analysis.
Right? Yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it's also because people actually relies more on technology right now, and I
Uh-huh.
think people will be much more reliant in the near future because
Yeah. Uh-huh.
AIs are very constant, or they don't have bias, right? And
Yeah. Oh.
they don't get tired.
Yeah.
They don't,
Yeah.
and it's very weird to say, but I don't want it to happen. The takeover of the AI. Would you want it to happen?
Uh, I'm kind of, maybe it's a hindrance of prejudice, right? Prejudice, hindrance,
Oh yes.
what I analyze. But maybe, if you think logically, right, we need to
Yes.
be ruled by computer, like AI, right?
Oh yes.
Developed computer, maybe, if we really need a leader, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a smart leader and cool, right? Level-headed leader.
Oh, what a very nice. Oh, I can relate that to what I have read a while ago. So the definition of leader has changed through time. Like back in the days, we had like kings and queens, right?
Uh-huh.
Then now, because we value people's opinions, we have democracy. Most of the countries practice democracy,
Uh-huh.
and I think what you're saying is possible that there would be artificial intelligence
Mm.
based leadership in the near future.
Yeah. Maybe,
Oh,
I want to try to uh, election which people would like to choose, like AI or people, right? Yeah,
yes,
I would like to vote for AI actually.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, it calculates very, how to say, precisely,
fast,
mm,
yes,
correctly, yeah, yeah, yeah,
the people,
accurately, mm,
and there would be no emotional
yeah, right,
factors.
yeah, and then, right, yeah, if the politician and AI, which would you like to trust,
Oh,
AI
I think
or
it would be
normal politician?
nowadays. I would choose AI more.
Right, yeah,
Yes,
politician is
because
greedy, right?
yes, some politicians have clouded visions.
Oh, well,
Clouded
yeah, AI,
vision.
wouldn't buy vote, right? They don't vote
Yes.
buying, right?
Yes, it would be more systematic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, AI,
But
that's
I
what,
think there would be less
oh,
compassion.
yeah, compassion. Yeah, that would be more
Yes.
compassion actually. Mm.
Yes, because there would be less greed.
Yeah, less greed. Yeah, no greed, right?
Yes.
No greed
Because
actually.
AIs are programmed to
Yeah,
be to that rule or that purpose.
yeah.
So
Mm.
don't you think the people will also turn to a robot? Like they will behave like a robot when they are led by a robot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But in the first place, people are already robot by manipulated by money, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are already robot, right? We don't notice about it. Mm.
And I actually also consider the security because if AI would be the leaders, then there would be more security, right?
Yeah.
Because it's technology based, so it's more
Mm.
easy or it's easier to connect.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Mm.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and and the country would actually flourish because
Uh-huh.
there would be economic
Mm.
productivity. terms of productivity. Yes.
Yeah, right? Mm. Do you scared of ruling by AI?
Oh,
Are you
not
scared?
really scared.
I'm not scared. Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about you? Are you scared of being ruled by
Yeah,
AI?
that's why I'm just try to do that, right? And then of course maybe there are some problems. Mm. But maybe I would prefer ruling by AI than people, right? That is very greedy, right? Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually, oh, I've read something that only the super intelligent artificial intelligence or super intelligent ones can coexist with people. Are you familiar with the term coexist?
I know. Only
Coexist.
or
Yes.
only super intelligent.
Yes.
Ah, coexist with super. I see.
Yes, because sometimes it's hard because I've actually watched some movies where the AIs can turn very violent, so they
Oh,
don't consider life. That's why. So maybe super intelligent ones can also have not really emotions, but they will be more rational in terms of decision
uh-huh,
making.
uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to be ruled by AI. Yeah, what will happen, right?
That's very.
Yeah.
Yes, it's something that I don't really see that we can be ruled by AI yet as of
Mm,
now because our technology, I think, would actually evolve somewhere like 20 years from now. But
mm.
I think 10 years is a big span of time already, right? Maybe in 10 years,
Maybe
we can see
AI
some
will AI will launch the war
Oh, the war.
to reduce the number
Oh,
of people, right? They
oh, I
calculate,
can't imagine it.
right?
That would be too harsh
Yeah, too
because there will be
harsh.
constant killings.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And if people will rule the wars, then there would be less killings because they can consider their friends or family.
Uh-huh.
But if there's the AI will lead the war, oh my god. I cannot imagine it. That's why
But
for me.
nowadays I've heard that AI judge our personality or
Ah,
characteristic.
yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know that?
Yes, it's actually highly possible because there are facial recognitions and
Oh.
voice recognitions
Oh
and
yeah. Oh
yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's great, right? It means they can judge they can know the background of our life, right? How we
Yes. And
educated,
it's
right?
scary, somewhat scary.
Oh yeah, somewhat scary maybe, but at the same time, maybe they offer secure.
Oh, yes. Oh, we don't
Oh,
have lots
okay.
of them.
Thank
Thank you
you
very
very
much.
much. Oh,
Bye
okay. Bye
bye.
bye. That was nice talking to her. Yeah. Mm. What do you think about this? Uh, yeah. Professor Hawking said AI, which is artificial intelligence, rule the world in the future. Mm. And then if you consider about it, it could be. And it would be better than people rule the world. Okay, that's it. I'll catch you again soon. Bye.